Increase spear damage. Let's see. Oh, that's way up yonder. Fly to the shipwreck. I thought I would need to fly there, not swim. Weird. Let's see. But now I have the lowland mark as well. So now I can challenge the enduring if I want. But for right now, let's head here.
Your blade is to be respected, Outlander.
Shieldwing's holding up.
Ridiculous acrobatics.
Not ridiculous, I just landed on my face. Alright.
You're far from home. You've earned our trust. Good day. Walk tall, champion.
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tanakh territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tanakh patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was.
Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield. But when he learned that the Tanakh took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then.
Let's go.
Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amatis after?
I think he just needs to know.
I'm supposed to be following you, so you better hurry up. A lot of shipping containers and tripwires? A lot of tripwires.
Ha! Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap.
That's him!
Bifrost right on his heels.
Come on!
Got you.
We've got your back!
Nope. How's that?
That'll do some damage!
Oh! I just need another half a second. Mine. Uh-oh. And I got the Fireclaw sack living too. Man, there are a lot of traps around here.
That must be your Nora friend, Aloy.
Yeah,
You're as fierce a fighter as ever.
and you're still adept with your traps.
Talanha,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I want...
So,
And you must be Aloy. Talanha's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must...
a little. We know you're headed for the rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Maybe she died on the... Or maybe she wasted away in that prison.
Talanha told me about you and Nessa during...
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you group...
We did what we could to... It felt like we were the only ones... And... Yes, until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
What happened at the battle?
I had intel that the Tanakh forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt the attack. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Karja High Command, he pulled a knife on me. So I... killed him.
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned. But I thought at least I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. Our soldiers slaughtered or missing. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful noble house. They put a bounty on my head. Been on the run ever since.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad would pardon you if he knew...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
So, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Claw Striders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in her way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
Tch.
Well, we're here now. So let's head to the rot.
I can't ask you to come with me. I feel bad enough you've come this far.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now. We'll see this through together.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it. Come then. The rot's not far. The rot's
wind's
along
blowing
the shore,
strong.
but we'll have to stick to
Gotta
the
stay
woods to
upright.
avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you have us.
We're getting close. There it is. The rot.
Those are Regal's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
And let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
This shouldn't be too difficult. Though I can tell you right now, these guys are all too far apart for my infiltrators to last long enough.
Gotta get to the main gate to let Talanha and Amatis in.
Any sign of the enemy?
Wish the enemy would show their face.
He's getting training.
Alright, he's definitely the one I gotta deal with. There's another one around here that's a heavy gunner. I'll have to snipe them at a distance for at least a chance.
See anything?
Oh!
down! You see them? Sergeant First here. Bring the commander her head. I'll find her. Have you found anything? I know my orders. I won't back down. There they are. Together.
Oh, there's two of them?
Glad I had this.
Alright, I'm having a little too much fun, I think.
Eyes open. We'll find her. You have a plan? Target! There!
Oh.
We found her! Get that commander! One cut at a time!
Alright. This thing might pack a punch, but man, it is sometimes really a pain in the ass. Now, who the hell is left?
See her?
Might be a good time to let Lana and Amatis in.
Alright. I know I was supposed to let them in, but it was honestly just easier to deal with them myself. Although I admit I botched it at the beginning. Is this whole thing the rot? Alright. I also wasn't expecting them to have two champions here, though. Anything else? Prisoners, Talanhas and Katana. Nope. Open this up and question the guards, I guess. Now I'm mildly concerned, though.
End of the line, Outlanders.
That device is gonna call a machine.
Since we're right by the ocean...
I got you covered. Take this ammo. Tide rippers, lost in the hook.
Oh!
All right.
Oh, well.
I think that's the end of it.
Hey, is anyone out there?
Hear that?
I was hoping I could at least get... Ooh, cool. Draw speed. Nice. I was hoping I could at least get the disc off its back, but... no such luck. Actually, in hindsight... I love using this thing for shock, so... I use this thing for shock way more than acid. Let's see, component tear. Now let's see what we got.
Here. Door's locked, but that last rebel had a key on it.
Have we not been humiliated enough?
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own prison.
I'm looking for information about a Karja soldier. She might have been a prisoner here 5 years back. Her name was Nessa.
Huh. Nobody?
The Karja Nessa was here. I killed her myself.
Oh.
Nessa.
Huh?
It's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
Huh?
It's
Why?
Rataka.
Let me get this straight. You were Nessa. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became Tanakh?
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life pretending, ashamed of who I really was.
Sure.
The Tanakh measure a soldier only by their strength and resolve. So I took my place among them.
Huh.
Ness... Rataka, I've mourned you for 5 years. Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
I had a new life. I wasn't going back. Not even for you,
Sure.
Amadas.
Well, glad to see she got her priorities straight. Alright, so...
If you were brought here as a prisoner, how did you become Tanakh?
I knew it was only a matter of time before the Tanakh killed me and the others who were held captive. But one day, one of their soldiers stopped in front of my cell, asked how a woman had ended up fighting for the Mad Sun King. As he spoke, I realized he was once Karja.
Fashav.
Shav.
I heard how he fell at the embassy. He deserved a better death than that. The other prisoners he condemned to death, but he convinced the Tanakh to let me fight for my life. I won through blood and blade. I became Rataka and never looked back.
You were willing to wear a disguise so that you could serve in the Karja army. Do you miss being Karja at all?
No. The Red Raids showed me there was no honor in fighting for the Karja.
Did
And
she
when
always
my
have this
comrades
tone?
and I were brought here as prisoners, we knew no one would ever come for us.
I would have, had I known.
It's better this way. Beneath my Karja arm.
The way Amadas talked about your time together, I thought you'd still care about him.
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before the battle, I tried to get G'daiah to call off the attack, but of course, he didn't listen. I ended up killing him.
Then he got what he deserved.
I ran for the battlefield to find you. But you were already gone by the time I got there.
I didn't know. But even if I did, I mourned you, and then I moved on.
Tuh.
So if you...
We failed.
Tuh.
Considering how much Regala seems to hate the Karja, I'm surprised her rebels let you live.
You're right. I'd be dead if they knew. But few Tanakhs remember who I once was.
Lucky her.
What will you do now?
You've taken back the rot.
So this is it? After everything we've been through, this is goodbye.
It has to be. My place will always be here, and yours is back east. I'm sorry that you've suffered. You deserve better than how the last 5 years have treated you. I'll make sure you're granted safe passage out of the lowland. Consider it Nessa's final farewell.
Tuh. Well, this whole situation is
At
sour.
least now you know the truth.
Somehow it hurts worse. You must think I'm an idiot.
No, I just think you have a lot to figure out. I'll take
Damn
you back
right.
east to the Sendem. After that, I don't know.
Talana,
Me too. Give me an Aloy a moment.
Yeah, let's cut this mushy stuff fast.
Are you alright?
No,
To be honest, no.
that's a
What's gonna
stupid
happen
question.
between you two?
I'm not sure. He clearly has a lot more feelings to sort through. And I won't be anyone's second choice. I want you to have this. For seeing this through with me. No hawk could ask for a better thrush. Or a better friend.
So, I guess this is it then. You're heading back east.
I think I'll hang around Barren Light for a while, before returning to Meridian. If you find yourself back that way, look for me there.
I will. Safe travels, Talana.
Lightning Hunter Bow.
Maybe I should check in with her the next time I'm at Barren Light. Seems like she could
20,000.
use a shoulder to lean on.
Let's see. That's a woman he assumed man guy. Some years later, he met Talana, the Sunhawk. Lame. Used by Regala's rebels, specializes in shock payloads mid-range and inflicts extra damage. So it deals agility damage, stealth damage. And is that purge water? I've never seen a purge water arrow. That definitely might be worth upgrading. But for right now... I'm seriously wondering if I can swim there. But for right now, she said she's heading to Barren Light. So let's pop over there real quick and see if she's got anything to say. Alright, just that fire.
Good day. Hekara must show strength, and Regala must face justice.
I know Amadis must be hurting, but sometimes a bone must be broken again so that it heals properly.
Alright.
Greetings, warrior.
Alright. Hunting goods, strike, cook. Alright. That's the Stitcher. Looks like I got a couple new points of conversation to listen to.
Aloy! Glad to see the West hasn't claimed you yet.
How have things been?
Not going to lie, it's been a challenge. Keeping the fort's repairs running smoothly while watching for any signs of Regala and her rebels, but we're holding together.
So it's Commander Lawan now?
For the time being. So, what can I do for you?
It's too bad.
At least Nozar went down fighting. Well,
What happened to them?
Nozar's remains were delivered to his family. Vaidis was taken to the Temple of the Sun in Meridian. I heard the Sun Priests buried him with his scrolls.
I'm sure he would have liked that. About Fashav, what happened to him?
His body was taken back. Sun King Avad had him interred with highest honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that's not...
Yeah, I reckon he should have. Her attack was...
They knew the lay of the land, and they knew Fashav was going to... If the Tanakh weren't... She must have spent months...
They had to have made camp somewhere they could lie.
I found that camp, actually. Seems it's just one of many. But at least they won't be striking from that one again.
That's a relief.
So there are bits and pieces here and there.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe.
That's right. They're a peaceful bunch. More taken to farming.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of...
Make no mistake. When the cars are... Their warriors chase... The Sun King is made... But so far...
If they're so peaceful...
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open...
Nope, no difference.
Fashav called...
Yeah.
They knew... And they knew if the... She must...
They had somewhere they...
I found that, but at least they...
That's a real...
I need to be going.
Of course.
Alright now.
I heard what happened at the Rot. You're lucky you didn't have to walk all the way back here with them. I'm glad I got to see my homeland again. Never thought leaving a second time would be twice as hard.
Still waiting.
For what?
You know.
For a decent meal, a warm bath, a gentle hug.
An apology.
For doing my job?
For keeping me locked up when I was innocent.
Oh, that. I'm sorry,
Yeah?
but I'm not going to apologize.
Oh, I knew this.
Alright.
I'm guessing Amada's been on his way?
We parted once we were inside the gates. I promised I'd see him back to the Sundom, and I did.
I'm sorry you went through all of that just to break things off in the end.
I'm not.
Really.
I don't want to be with him while he's still holding on to Nessa. Maybe he'll never let go. Or maybe when he's figured himself out. Who knows? All I can say right now is that there's no one quite like him.
That sounds... complicated.
Taking down a Thunderjaw is easier. One day you'll know what I mean.
I don't know about that.
That's what I used to say. As for me, I have the Hunter's Lodge to get back to. Thrushes to train, bigoted nobles to boot out. But hey, look, the one good thing out of all of this mess was that I got to spend time with you again.
I'll miss you, Talana.
Well, whenever you take down a big machine out there, just remember that I'm back east taking down something bigger.
Okay. You're on.
Come here,
Bring it in.
until we meet again. Don't worry about me. I'm sure you have your own hunch.
Still waiting.
For what?
You know.
For a deep...
Gentlemen. I'm glad to see you out of that cell.
Did you get them?
I got them. The Eclipse are done. For good.
You hear that?
Boom.
She did our job for us. Again.
And survived to tell the tale, which we wouldn't have.
Thanks for believing me, Savior.
You were telling the truth.
See? At least someone around here listens to me.
Yeah.
feels good to be free.
I believed Conover. I really did. Mostly.
Alright. I think it's about time I called it an episode. So, I'm gonna hop up here. Enjoy this splendiferous view. And then call it, and then say TTFN, ta-ta for now. Is it JDog X211? Out. Oh, I messed that up. JDog X211, out.